Mr. Clean. How does he do it? How does Mr. Clean do it? Do you know the cleaning recipes that he makes? No. You don't know what the hell he puts in his sponges and his whatever creams or whatever you put on dishes. You don't know what the hell he does with that. Like, if you knew, you wouldn't need a Mr. Clean. But guess what? You need a Mr. Clean. You need a big, beautiful, bald man. All right? A BBBM. Big, beautiful, bald man. New category. Look it up. This man does what people can't. People with hair can't, all right? He cleans the environment like nobody else. Or the environment being dishes and or bathtubs and whatever. He keeps life sanitary, all right? Are you guys ready to learn? Are you guys ready to learn something? I hope you are. I hope you are, because I hope I can pull this off. I think I can. I think I have the skills for it. I prepared for you a lesson. A lesson of a topic that is near and dear to my heart. Very near and dear to my heart. Do you guys know what lesson you may be learning? Penis extensions, Thorban? Maybe penis extensions. Maybe I wouldn't need one. If that Battlefield 6 trailer was better, I would I may now have to cover penis extensions. But boys and girls, sit down for a lesson about baldness. That's right. A subject that is near and dear to my heart and is most likely going to be near and dear to your guys' hearts as well. All right? Very got to be near and dear to your hearts, all right? Because this is going to affect you drastically. You got dreads? Hey, not for long, heavyweight. Not for long, all right? Let's first cover the definition of baldness, all right? Baldness is an adjective. I thought it was a verb. Baldness was a verb. I thought it was. It's not. Turns out it's an adjective, a descripting word. Having a scalp wholly or partly lacking hair. That is according to the Oxford Languages website that is featured on the Google homepage when you type in baldness definition. All right? An Urban Dictionary defines this shit as someone with no hair that likes the number 14. Very close. Very close, Urban Dictionary. I like the number 13. I don't know how they got it almost spot on. But they did. Also, apparently this is a thing from Seinfeld. But I wouldn't know that because Seinfeld sucks. Also, sitcoms suck. Why are people laughing in the middle of a TV show? Stats. Stats about hair loss, guys. About going bald. Again, pay attention, students. Very important. Everybody, all human beings, unless you have like a skin condition or something, which kind of sucks for you, we lose 50 to 100 hairs each day on average, according to Healthline. Look, I even have sources. Look at this shit, dude. More than 50% of women experience balding. I would say around 75% are bald, if you know what I mean. But 50% will experience balding of the head and not the other area. By 50, about 85% of men are balding, guys. 85% of you scumbags are going to be balding. You're going to fail you on those citations. What do you mean those citations? They're not MLA? It doesn't matter. They're citations. You know where they came from. By 50, 85% of you will be experiencing baldness. Guys, how are you not traumatized? Take notes. Take notes, all right? In 25% of men who have a genetic-related hair loss begins before they are the age of 21. I'm sure if we take a poll, a quarter of you would be going bald or are going bald. We don't know. Maybe it's already too late. You're just ignoring reality, boys. I'm going to show you what baldness can actually do. What baldness channel points until the learning session is over are inactive, guys. I will address those points later. Thank you. Questions will be held at the end. I will show you now a victim of baldness. But first, the good old days. Look at this. This is definitely not cringe. This is what yours truly looked like before damage was done. This is the after. Look at the results before, after. How? Look at the lives ruined, boys. F's in chat, please. Look at the lives ruined. I was a solid 6, okay? Solid 6 before I shaved off my head. But you can even see in here, look, it's starting. The wave is coming. Right here, the crown is going. Pay attention to your hairlines, boys. How does one avoid this fate, guys? How does one avoid this fate? As we can see, Fred from SpongeBob, Fred the fish from SpongeBob, has clearly not avoided this fate. And he's clearly crying about him not having any hair and or fish scales. I'm not exactly sure why this fish is bald. Maybe it's because he didn't get his Krabby Patty. But regardless, Fred from SpongeBob is bald. And he's frustrated. How do we prevent these traumatic effects of hair loss? Good genes. Starting off with good genes. If you guys have good genes, you are good to go. You are most likely not going to lose hair. Or you may lose hair when you're over 50. But at that point, it doesn't matter. At that point, you may already had 2 marriages. You may have already had 6 kids. It doesn't matter, all right? It doesn't matter. But when you're young and you have bad genes and your hair starts falling out, it's muy mal. Muy mal. A well-balanced diet. As you guys see, this is a very balanced diet. If you remove everything from here, except the lettuce in the McDouble here. And this chicken, just do not fry that. If you have the lettuce from the burgers and the chicken, just don't fry it. That is a balanced diet. So if you have your vitamins and minerals, there is lower chance of hair loss. Very important. Are you guys writing notes down? Shit. God. If these things do not work for you, if you do not have good genes, and you do not have a good diet to help you out or to help you mitigate the effects of hair loss, you can go on to the next step. The comb over. The classic comb over. As you can see, as you can clearly see, it does not work for you. Comb overs do not work, all right? 99% of the time, they do not. You can see what is up when somebody is combing over. Hey, I had to comb over. I had to turn it left. I had to turn it right. But you know what? My charade was up when the wind blew. The wind is your biggest enemy with a comb over. To combat wind, you have to go to your next step. A hat. You have to have a hat. As you can clearly see, he is miladying real hard because when you lost all your hair and you're wearing fedoras, that is your only hope. You have to milady real hard, all right? Now, you could wear different hats besides a milady hat. You could wear a baseball cap. But this solution is way better than a comb over. Look at this and look at potential milady hat. Way better. Way better. Gross, better. Gross, better, all right? Better solution, all right? Now, if you just do not want to lose any hair and you do not want to deal with these, next solution, possibly, Rogaine. Rogaine, you could use. I used Rogaine at the tender age of 17. Yeah, that's right, boys, that's right. I think I noticed myself balding at 16. And my mom was like, Rokashy, try this. This is gonna help. Trust me. Trust. You just, all you have to do is rub this in. Oh yeah, really? Rub this in, Mom? Rub this in? Yeah. Thorban, thank you. Exactly. Does Rogaine work? No, it does not. It clearly does not work. All right? For some people, apparently it does. I don't know how it do. All right, did not work for me, and apparently does not work for like 75% of people who use it. It also, like, they want you to put it on after you wash your hair, but like if I'm like getting up in the morning and I'm washing my hair when I had hair, why would I put this shit in here in my hair and then my hair be all oily again? It does not look good. It makes you look bad, and then your hair still does not grow. You are shooting yourself in the foot if you Rogaine it up. If Rogaine does not work for you, which it most likely will not, you have one more solution. That is hair transplants, all right? Hair transplant surgery. Looks fucking painful, all right? Looks very painful. Why would you want to do this? Maybe to look good, sure. 2, very expensive. Very expensive. And 3, makes your head look like a ball sack for like maybe 3 weeks after the procedure. Like, look at this. This is nasty. Also, think about it this way. If you do this at a young age, let's say, I don't know, 25 or something, and your hair grows back here, right? What's going to stop your hair from falling out back here, all right, later on as you get older? You're going to have to do multiple surgeries to keep yourself hairy. And I think that's a very expensive and yet painful procedure, all right? So grandfather's an asshole for making you bald. That is true. All grandfathers who are bald are just plagues on society. I will probably end up being that plague on society on my grandchild at some point. Are these the best solutions? Are these the best solutions to going bald or having hair fall out? No, it is not. My advice to you boys is shave it. As you can see, this man is not very thrilled with shaving it. I don't know why. Maybe he didn't finish the job. Finish the job, sir. You will enjoy it. Because if you don't shave it, you're going to end up looking like a monk for half of your life. And then you're going to have to either do a comb over like Trump, which is going to look nasty, or you're going to have to wear a hat. And then let's say what happens, you go on a date with a hat on, right? You go on a date with a hat on. This girl doesn't know what you're doing. Then, an hour or two later, things get hot and heavy. You're at your place, and then what happens? She takes off your hair, or she takes off your hat, and she sees your monk hair, dude. She sees your monk hair. Do you think she's staying? If she's desperate, she might. If she's desperate, she might. But my advice is to shave it. Own up to it. Let's talk about the life having shaved it. More stats. The good stats. The real stats. Partially bald men are not viewed as attractive, according to the University of Saarland. All right? So this guy, let's pretend he was not in the process of shaving his hair, which he is. Let's say he was actually just looked like this. Like this was a setup. If people walk around like this, like with just balding hair. I was doing that for like maybe a year and a half, all right? It is not a good look. You are viewed, according to science done at the University of Saarland, as being less attractive, guys, all right? Bald men, there you go, are perceived as to be bigger and stronger. Really? Wow, really? Is that why you guys follow me, because I'm bigger and stronger? According to the University of Pennsylvania. Also, bald men are seen as more intelligent. I don't get this one. Personally, I don't view bald men as being more intelligent, but the society apparently does. Also, potentially, are you sexually more potent? Possibly. Usually, why people go bald, men particularly, is because they have higher levels of DHT, which, I don't know, it's dihydro something testosterone. So apparently, if you have a lot of testosterone, you are more likely to go bald. But you are also more likely to go balls deep. Very important fact, guys. Write this down. Do bald have bigger schlongs? According to my own personal research, no. But maybe the perception of society is yes. Perception of society is what matters, Scorpino. Very important. Proof that bald men are superior. Walter White from Breaking Bad. He was a pussy. All right, I'm gonna say it right now. All right, he was a teacher who was getting walked all over. All right, then he gets cancer, and then cancer is bad, okay? But his hair falls out. Luckily, his hair falls out, and boom, certified badass. Starts selling meth, becomes a kingpin in a gang, eliminates the competition, starts slaying his opposition like there's no tomorrow. Also, the amount of sex he gets is insane after the fact, all right? He grabs life by the balls after he loses his hair, all right? His whole life completely went positive. Yeah, he may have, became a criminal, but hey, at least he was enjoying his life finally, all right? Finally living to his truest self. Next burden of proof. Darth Maul. Darth Maul from Star Wars, all right? Also Darth Vader. Iconic heroes in Star Wars. Hey, both bald, all right? Anakin Skywalker may have had hair, but hey, Anakin Skywalker was a little bitch. All right? What made Anakin Skywalker badass? He became Darth Vader. And guess what? Darth Vader is bald. Is it because of his burns? Yeah, doesn't matter. Still bald. Two iconic villains. The strength oozing through him. He has 8 hairs on his head. Those are horns. Those are horns from the DHT in his system. Scorpino, you should have been paying attention. This is strict testosterone pouring out of this man. All right? Baldness creates demand for power. All right? And Darth Maul and Darth Vader ooze power. All right? And they're also viewed as more aggressive, as according to a scientific study that we covered earlier. Thanos and the guy from The Mummy and The Mummy Returns. Imhotep is his name. I don't know what the doctor, not the doctor. I don't know what the actor's name is. It doesn't matter. What matters is they're both certified badasses. Thanos kills half of the known and unknown universe. Who is more badass than that? Nobody. Imhotep, dead for 3,000 years, comes back. And just sex machine, evil sex machine. The amount of followers he gets right away, the amount of people that are willing to cave under his command are impossible. Look at Thanos. Different species help him out. All right, certified badasses. Hey, it's not just bad guys, guys. It's not just bad guys. Look at Aang. Aang from The Last Airbender, certified badass, bald. He shaved his hair willingly. He's the last, actually, that's spoiler alert, he's not the last Airbender. Nor is he the Avatar, spoiler alert. But still, he had a TV show based on him, and he had people following him. Both of these men had a crew of people following them into the thick of battle. We're still talking about Baldy Store, man. This is very important. Very important. The leader of the SS Enterprise, I believe. I'm not a Star Trek fan, but this guy leads people to hell and back, as Aang does as well. How do they do it? Is it because of their intelligence? Maybe. But Picard, for fuck's sakes. Yeah, thank you, Thor, man. Thank you. All right? I only know Star Wars, all right? I'm not a Trekkie like you. Fucking nerd. The fact that they're leading people, it's not because they're intelligent, not because they're charismatic, it's because they're bald. Being bald gives you charisma. It gives you strength. Very important. Take notes. Mr. Clean. How does he do it? How does Mr. Clean do it? Do you know the cleaning recipes that he makes? No. You don't know what the hell he puts in his sponges and his whatever creams or whatever you put on dishes. You don't know what the hell he does with that. Like, if you knew, you wouldn't need a Mr. Clean. But guess what? You need a Mr. Clean. You need a big, beautiful, bald man. All right? A BBBM. Big, beautiful, bald man. New category. Look it up. This man does what people can't. People with hair can't, all right? He cleans the environment like nobody else, or the environment being dishes and or bathtubs and whatever. He keeps life sanitary, all right? But it's not just fictional characters, guys. It's not just fictional characters, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Great minds of comedy. The funniest people currently on the planet. We have Larry David and Bill Burr and Rokashy, all right? Big minds of comedy, the biggest. Larry David, I will say this. He is breaking a rule. He is currently in the balding stage, and he needs to shave it off. If he shaved it off, he would level up. He will level up significantly. Bill Burr, slaying it. He had hair, he was balding. Who knew about him? Nobody knew about him. Boom, the moment he shaves it off, he's in The Mandalorian. He's in a bunch of other movies. What's that? What's the one with Pete Davidson? The one with 9/11. He's in that one. Look at this. Certified aggressive men who are just as reek of authority. You have Mike Tyson, badass. Who can beat him? Nobody. He eats ears. He eats ears to gain an advantage. Dwayne the Cock Johnson, all right? Boom. Professional wrestler, movie star, I think comedian. Again, sex machine. How is he doing this? Rokashy in the bottom. How is he able to pull this off? Is it because of their brains? No. No. Mayweather is bald. There you go, Mayweather. Yeah. Well, I'm going to leave it for the greats. Mayweather is, up there. The fact that Logan Paul got a couple punches into Mayweather makes Mayweather lose to me. How do these people do it? They do it because they're bald. They are aggressive. They are assertive. That is the only reason they have achieved success. Look at these talented actors. Look at these talented actors. We have Jason Statham. We have Samuel L. Jackson, Mace Windu from Star Wars, guys. Mace Windu, and get these snakes off this motherfucking plane. All right, guy. Also, Vern Troyer, who is Mini-Me. Mini-Me. How does he do it? How do they do it? Is it because they're talented? Yeah, maybe. But what makes society perceive they are talented? Boom. It's the lack of hair. It's the lack of hair. Checkmate. All right? I have been compared, to Jason Statham. Obviously. I have also been compared to Vern Troyer. And thank you to both of those, because I am them. Every bald man is every other bald man. That is how much authority bald people have. All right? Also, being bald is not just for men. It is also for women. The benefits still carry over. Britney Spears on the left here. This is the moment that made her career. Now, did it make her career in a positive sense? No. Was it as positive as Toxic and, the other couple songs she had? No. No, it's not. But people remember her for this. People remember her for this. Why? Is it because she went crazy and started attacking paparazzi? No. It's because she was bald. It's because she was bald. Leave Britney alone. They did leave her alone. Why? Because she seemed more assertive. And people were terrified of that. People respected Britney, all right? People respected Britney. And look on the right. We got Wakanda warriors. Wakanda women warriors. Look at her. Dude, her tits are harder than mine. She's got nip. You can't even see the nips. I don't know if this is Twitch appropriate. But the picture, this is a Marvel movie. Why are her nips hard? It's because the bald head makes it so. Once the breeze comes, the nips stiffen up. Once the nips stiffen up, it establishes dominance. Dominance, dominance, dominance. These women can kick my ass. And you know what? Please do, ladies. Please kick my ass. Maybe all three of you? All right, okay. If you have still not been convinced of why going bald is the answer, if you are balding, if you're not balding, maybe don't. But hey, Aang did it. Aang from the Avatar went bald, and guess what? People respected him. People respected him. You know who else they respected? Gandhi. That's right, guys. Gandhi. You think people say it was the years of peaceful protesting and starving in a British colonial prison that made the British leave the country. No. All right. It is the fact that he was bald. The colonial officers of Britain did not want to fuck with Gandhi. They saw him starving, and he was still not dying. Why he was not dying? Because the DHT in his system was keeping all of his nutrients flowing. The colonial officers fled, and as a result of his baldness, 1 billion people plus were liberated. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I can't. Until I did this research, and I am astonished. So the summary of the story is this. If you want to be a world leader or achieve something great in life, shave your head. Shave your head. Go bald. Don't hold on to the last couple hairs. Just shave it off. Because you will rule the world one day, or at least a country. Thank you.